Hey, what's good, everyone? Praise y'all. Welcome into the station. How y'all doing? So, I was gonna put a question up in the chat, so you guys go ahead and check out the question, and that's really what I want to do here in this stream today. Just have a little conversation about gas, because I really don't have too much for you today other than the question. Are you using what you have, or did you go out and get yourself a Live 3? Right, and I know the question, it's not just a black and white, obviously. So if you were in a position where you had an MPC, whether it was like a Live 1, a Live 2, whatever, MPC 1, did you go and grab the Live 3? Or using what you have? Did you give into the gas? The reason why I say I don't really have much for you is because I kind of gave in. I gave into the gas, although in kind of in a reverse fashion, I went and got me one of these. So I might be looking a little crazy right now, but for some reason I felt inspired to go backwards again. And it's kind of the nature of how I am. You know, I go through a lot of gear, so it's not to be taken too seriously. You know, I like my MPCs, and I'll probably get my hands on a Live 3 at some point and try it out. But man, I just felt inspired with the new Live 3 coming out. Just the possibilities of it, you know, the technology, the spec bumps on the RAM, the processor, ability to have 32 plug-in tracks, 16 audio tracks. It's nice. It sounds really good on paper. And that might be useful for a lot of people, for some, you know. But when it comes to what I do, I'll reiterate over and over again. The current gen, or not the current gen, we'll have to say Gen 1 now, since now it's Gen 2, and MPC 3, MPC Live 3 is sitting solo right there in the Gen 2 category, because it doesn't have any mates yet, no contemporaries. So I felt inspired to go backwards. I don't know if it's kind of out of spite in a way. I just like hearing people talk about how now you fully can go standalone. I get it though, because there's a lot more power in computers, and a lot of people do enjoy the MPC workflow, but then they end up tracking out or using the MPC software and using a DAW to mix. But I don't know, I feel a certain way because I've been doing this standalone since I got my first MPC Live, even before that, but I've really had that mindset when AKAI displayed this upgrade, and this upgrade was amazing too. So I'm not, this stream isn't going to be about, and what I do in the next coming months is not to like put down or discourage someone from buying a Live 3. I'm not that kind of person where like, you don't need this, you don't need that. I'm more like, I don't need that. Seems cool, but I don't need it, you know? So that's what I want to explore. I felt inspired to grab an MPC Live. Although it's pretty much the same thing as a Live 2, right? It's pretty much the same thing, just doesn't have the speaker. And really, like, it's all kind of foolishness. I go back and forth. I understand that it's still kind of vain. This is still gas in a way. I've always wanted super fat pads. And so I went out and I hit up Mike over at MPC stuff and asked him if he had an MPC Live that he could just go ahead and fit with the fat pads, the super fat pads. They don't look as fat as they really are. I don't know if you can tell. But I've always wanted those, and it seemed like the quickest way. It crossed my mind, and then we're going to explore this a little bit too. I want to pull up some like listings on eBay and Reverb and stuff and see what the going rate is for a Live. Because if you don't have an MPC, if you didn't, I don't know, things might be shifting back a little bit, but with the advent of the Live 3, prices are going down. People are selling their MPCs, their 2s, their 3s. I've seen some ridiculous prices for some Live 2s. And I may even sell my Live 2, you know, because I don't know. When I get in this mindset, I kind of just like focus in and zone in on it, kind of almost unhealthily. So, like, it just fascinates me. I've always been like this minimalist. So, just the idea of there being a Live 3 that has all this power, and like this is in a place where this is like probably the best value you can get right now. You know, it was a huge jump. It was a huge jump from using my MPC 1000. Just the power of having like. The main thing I thought of was like 4 insert effects per pad and per track. That's wild. So, where was I headed with that? Yeah, man, I've wanted these fat pads. So I gave in to G.A.S. I wanted this, you know. So there's still a feeling of newness, like pulling this out the box, even though it's a used piece of gear. I like it. And another thing that I don't like about every iteration of the Live right now is that it just becomes larger and larger. But it's funny because I've seen there was a Reddit post that because someone posted that they got a Live. There's not too much my stream down to 40, so that's kind of skips and stuff. Network interruptions. All right, anyways, what's good, everyone? Tactical MIDI SimCity, Ali Star, what's good? Thanks for dropping in and getting in the chat stream. So let's have a conversation about this. I wanted to put this in there. Did you to G.A.S, or are you? I'll put it up here. Using what you have, and I'm gonna pin that. And so if you guys want to talk about it, and like I said, it's not a black and white question. Just because you got a Live 3 doesn't mean you gave it to G.A.S. Maybe it's your first MPC. Maybe it legitimately offers something that you need for your workflow that improves it quite a bit. Yeah. But like there's a side of things where like I like the idea of using what you have, simplicity, minimalism, and I've always been geeked about like workarounds and things. But yeah, man, this offers, just like the Live 2 offers or any of the other MPCs, just enough power that I need where it's good. So yeah, it did. Fletch was good. I bought a Live 1 because I've always been, like I said, I've wanted these fat pads, and I figured this was the easiest way. Yeah, I was looking out. I was like, with a Live 3, I'm like, I might even get myself a Live 1 with these, like the prices dropping. I'm like, I could probably get a Live 1 for $300 or something. Now, I paid a little bit more than that, but still, the reason why this is such a good deal right now is like if we go ahead and like look at some of the prices, and I don't know if the Live 1 really dropped as much as, say, like the Live 2. Probably because more people are selling their Live 2, or it's saturating the used market, but what am I gonna say? But the Live 1's already been kind of sitting in the used market most likely. So let me go ahead and pull up and let's look at the prices. Yeah, so here we go. All right. So here's one at the top. So I'm on eBay right now. $450. Not that this is like, I think this might be kind of average. I think maybe like a month ago I seen Lives going for like $600. But it kind of varies between like $400 and $600, maybe $700. But if you think about that, man, like you can get MPC 3 on a Live 1, right? The firmware 3.6. You can get a lot of these plugins and stuff, right? And the difference in price between a Live 3 and a Live 1 is over $1,000. So you're pretty much, you know, and I can't I can't really talk from experience about as far as using the Live 3. I'm sure there's a lot of improvements with workflow and stuff as far as like physical buttons go, and I've always been pro physical buttons. But man, you can get the same workflow, the same software, plugins and all that for over $1,000 cheaper, and still have a portable battery powered unit you can take to work and get busy and really make use of your time wisely. So I mean, like what the Live 3 after taxes is probably like $1,900. So this is like $1,400 cheaper. Chocolate Boy Swagger, what's up? Happy birthday. I mean, happy Friday. Happy birthday. I think that's how I'm feeling, because, you know, bought myself a little toy. So yeah, $450. I guess you just gotta, you know, kind of look for the condition on these things, because the one that I got is, I mean, it's got a lot of use on it. You got to do some TLC for sure, man. One thing I trip out about is like when I buy, and it's funny that came up too. Someone posted on one of the FB MPC groups about how filthy people keep their MPCs, and in my experience, like buying used, it's wild. Even like buying from like Guitar Center, you know, I've bought from Guitar Center and gotten an MPC and like filthy, man. Like I just don't get, like I get it. They're not paying these employees more money to like clean up these MPCs and stuff. But whenever I sell something, man, if I put it on eBay, I clean it up before I sell it. So when I buy from people who are selling, who send me a unit that's like, you know, it's got like dust and dirt up under the Q links and stuff, and like hair and stuff, dirt between the cracks of it. Like I don't get it. Like I treat my stuff with care, and before I send it off, I treat it with care. I clean it up, you know, and because I don't want to send someone something that. This is how it is. Like I try to care for my stuff. So it's wild when you see that. But so one thing to keep a lookout for. Not everybody has the same, I guess, I can't think of a simple word right now. Not everybody has the same, an equal amount of like love for appreciation for the gear. That's not the word I was thinking of, but that sums it up, right? Tactical MIDI. I love my Live 2, and I'm getting the Live 3, and I'm sending my Live 2 to memory upgrade, and I want to do a paint job. Cool. Man, paint job, huh? So are you going to do that yourself? I would really love to send an MPC out to Ghost and MPC out in Japan, I think is where he's from. If you guys ever never checked that out, go check out Ghost MPC. He takes like order. You can hit him up and he'll do stuff. I'm sure it's expensive, but man, some of the stuff he does is clean. I'm considering getting a skin for this because man, the paint jobs or just the material that they made these out of, kind of gross. I do kind of like how AKAI, not bad. I like how they did the kind of engraved logo here that I don't think they ever did that on any other machine, just on this Live. Like with the Live 2, it's just printed on, and all the others. But man, there sure is a lot of dirt in there, and so I do want to clean it out. Like I'm that meticulous. There's dirt in here. I don't want that dirt there. Even if I get a skin, I want to clean that dirt out before I put a skin on it. But yeah, man, a skin just makes it look a lot nicer, especially just the used condition and whatever, for whatever reason they choose this. I think the Live 3, they did make an upgrade on the actual body of it and what it's made of. The paint or whatever, I don't know. It seems better, like it's more textured. So yeah, the question, SimCity, am I getting the Live 3? SimCity, love the mod dials. Yeah, for sure, I thought it looked cool. The clear pads are pretty dope. Definitely these super fat pads, I feel a difference in the sensitivity, and I really like that. So like the Live 3, the whole new pad technology seems cool, but it doesn't really appeal to me so much. Like because when I go for, like I try to finger drum, and I go more for like the boom bap kind of realistic sounding drum programming. So all I need for that is really these just regular pads. I just need good sensitivity. So, hold on, fellas. I will be right back. All right, here we are. So, yeah, man, just I'm waiting to maybe borrow Live 3, but this is where my interest is at. Just writing songs, and just gonna work towards like kind of displaying how I do things, how simple it is, and knowing that I don't need all this other excess. Just want to display that, you know. Loving the Live 2. The software is killer. And you said you upgraded, right? Did you get the you got the Pro Pack? AKAI's listening. What you mean? I settled on the Ableton Move. I've always been an Ableton guy. I never truly loved the MPC OS. How you liking that, Fletch? I bought an Ableton Move like right on release. I ended up sending it back. It was missing a lot of basic things that I would expect and want in a sampler slash sequencer. And but I've noticed that they've done a lot of little. I like what they've done, where they're doing a bunch of little upgrades where they're adding nice features, versus like I guess like AKAI or Roland, where they drop maybe every year or a couple years they'll drop like a really big one. You know, sometimes they'll drop slightly smaller ones, but some good features. So that's interesting. So I wonder what I'm missing out there, but I'm good over here. Still Life, what's good, man? How's the music on the Lo-Fi 12 XT and the sample track? I ended up selling mine, so Sun Civil Media, what's good, man? Did you get a Live 3? I always wipe the memory clean, the unit, and box it up, and just like when I bought before I sell something. Yeah, no doubt. See, that's why I keep boxes too. Yeah, see, when I got this one, there was I was having an issue for a minute. I was tripping because I couldn't even sample something in. It says like memory is up. And I didn't know there was really a correlation between your internal memory and I thought that was like a internal hard drive memory. Not sure how that works still, but now I'm kind of curious because, you know, the hard drive, the internal has like, I guess 14.4 gigs. And most of that is just like the stock stuff that it comes with. And I went ahead and deleted all that. Now I don't have an issue. Now I have 10.3 gigs of free space. And I definitely don't recommend saving on that internal. I did that when I first bought a Live 3, and then from there, once I started having issues where it didn't pick up, like I had problems like loading up projects, like okay, figure it's not really a good idea to save your projects and your samples in the internal memory, and just went to saving things on SD and a hard drive from there. So yeah, I deleted that, no issues, but I had no idea. I didn't know that that was a thing. Like, so I'm kind of, I guess, slow when it comes to understanding tech specs. Sugito, what's good? Back on the live one, yeah. Are we surprised? Y'all think I'm an idiot or what? I'm glad I didn't get the live 3 in the end, I think. Really? Yeah. Well, it's interesting, you know, how things happen. And that's kind of how I felt like too, because I really was jumping on the wave. I mean, I get excited when there's a new MPC, and that's genuine for sure. I'm not just about grabbing it because it's hype and I have a YouTube channel and I want to bank on that. Although, man, that's kind of a bonus, you know, and I enjoy the what comes from that, like just doing all the streams leading up to that, like the leak stuff, like, you know, that's fun, and just having the conversations, seeing all the people come in and everyone's excited and we have a moment to talk about what it is and speculate. That's all fun. I think I'll always do that. But yeah, then when I saw what it was, I wasn't super excited. Like, for me, I would hope, and that's why this is cool, because this is, I don't know if I even went down that, what I was saying earlier about that Reddit post where someone had bought a live 1 and they're like glad they didn't get the live 3 because they thought that the live 1 was super big. And I have that memory, and I know now everything is relative, because I used to think this was awkwardly big, and that's crazy. Like, compared to like the older MPCs, if you've seen like one of these next to a 60 or a 3000, I've seen on Ricky Tynes' channel, because he has both. I've seen him do a video in the past. There's a huge difference, like from the 3000 and this. But even just after having a live 2 and then like using this feels super compact, and it's light, and it makes a difference, because I do every day take my MPC to work. And for the live 2, I have a special magma case for it. This, I can put it in an actual backpack, a cushion one, of course. And that saves me my hands, you know, because I'm always carrying like a lunchbox. And then I got another bag I keep my scriptures in. And it's lighter, so what was the point? But yeah, so in the end, I'm happy. I'm not pushing towards getting a live 3. But my hopes were, that was the point. My hopes were that, you know, as an MPC becomes, you know, because it seems like this is the portable machine. I don't think that maybe that's what's in AKAI's mind. I think in their mind, it's a live machine. Like it says, it's built for live. So you have the backup of a battery in a live situation. If it were to get unplugged by accident or something, you know, things happen. I'm not a live performer, but I'm sure that's probably one of the issues of things that comes up. So having a backup battery is key. It's essential. And that's what it seems to be like. The live series has become what it's been intended, maybe what they've intended to be, more of a live machine. Like you see the step sequencer stuff with the effects, the automation that you can punch in and stuff, seems more like live stuff. Also the pads where you can, you know, if you want to do like 16th note hats real quick, you can just press a corner. It's more of a live thing than necessarily like a programming thing. Like, cause I can program easy. So, I mean, that's where my perspective is that the live is becoming what its name was and what they probably intended it to be, while we all thought that, you know, this is a portable machine and that's what it's intended to be. It doesn't seem like that's its destiny. But that's what I hope for, like something smaller. I would have loved an MPC Live 2 in a small format if they just made it smaller and really didn't even add anything else but that. That would have been cool. Or seen an MPC 1 with a battery in it. That would have been cool. Can do everything still on the current gen MPCs. Yeah, for sure. I mean, without having any experience with the Live 3, I'm sure a lot of the people that are using it, I'm seeing the comments from them, they're like, oh, obviously you haven't used it, you just don't know. There's a light years difference. So, yeah, I'm sure it's one of those things, like, you don't know until you try it. But, you know, sometimes ignorance is bliss. Tactical MIDI needs the extra power of the 3, for sure. So the MIDI stuff, when that comes in, I guess, And what kind of genres of music are you creating? Like what does your track count look like? That's what I'm curious about, because mine is pretty dang low. I don't know if anyone's got me beat. There might be the guy out there that uses one track. So I mean, it's possible. That's what I do when I use my SP. There's no tracks on that. So yeah, I got the Pro Pack, and they listen on making the software stable. Cool. One thing I mean, I did watch one person's comparison of a Live 2 and a Live 3, and what did get me excited was listening to the stem separation. He did the stem separation on that, and the bass, man, that shit sound fantastic, really. No Ego, what's good? So you know, I might be grabbing a Pro Pack at some point. I don't know. Do you guys know what the price is on it now? Is it up to $199 already? Because I know they're actually having a sale on like all the plugins. It's crazy. Like if you haven't picked up Fabric by now, you can get Fabric for $50. That's wild, right? $50. Man, I bought Fabric when it was new, when it was $250. Luckily, no Destructo had came in here and was very generous and like dropped like $500 on me like 2 times. So, yeah, man, there's 20 of y'all in here. Let me get a like for the algorithm, man. Y'all seem to come in. I got 3 likes. 3 thumbs up. Come on, man. All right, let's look at some more of these prices on these MPCs, on these lives. And we might stumble across the prices on what the heck? On some of these Live 2s, which is pretty ridiculous too. There we go. So $550. Look, there's a Live 2 here for $899, and that's the retro one. I bought my retro like a few months ago for like 12 or 13. So I may sell my 2. Might just keep it down there for a minute, but I might want the money instead, because I'm a minimalist kind of head. But you definitely won't see me putting my Live 2 up for $560. Good time to get a Live 2 though, if you want one. Wait, let's see. Is that the buy it now price? Oh no, it's being bid on $560. I don't usually bid sellers that have like only 16 sales or something low like that. $400. I'd really like to get my hands on like a brand new, like there's someone out there that kept their OG Live super mint, man. That'd be cool to get. Now that I got these super fat pads on my MPC, I want all my MPCs to have these super fat pads on them from MPC stuff. $475. Okay, see, this is more like it. If I do put my Live 2 up, man, I'm not gonna be in a hurry to sell it. I'm not dropping it down for $700. It's gonna be up there for at least $1,200. So I'll wait patiently. Oh man. So yeah, some of the prices on here. $450, $469. Now, if anybody wants, Alistar, the tracking on this use SP or MPC kind of disappeared for a minute, and I almost thought I was thinking about you, because I was like almost in that boat where I felt like someone had stolen it, because the tracking didn't update for like 5 days, and then it was just acting strange. So I was like looking, I was like, okay, well, let me maybe get my money back, and then maybe I'll go get a different one. And there was one on here. I don't know, it might have sold. This one right here. Because I wanted the super fat pads, and this is the only one that I saw with super fat pads, although they're like orange or red. But this is a pretty good deal, I think, for what you get. Super fat pads installed. But he's out in Portugal. I don't know if it's someone who did this themselves, or if, I'm not sure if MPC stuff does and sells, ships out there. But this is kind of cool. It looks like it's got a custom wood stand on it. I'm not sure where he got. They probably made it himself, because I've never seen that one around anywhere. But it looks like it's in pretty good condition. We go back. So here we go again. Pull this up. No ego. Did I say what's up? What's up, man? There's one for 420. I mean, just that. Think about that, man. Get a near similar workflow as a Live 3 for about $1,400 cheaper. It's still a great machine, really. 469. See, now I need to find a case for mine as well. I think I don't need to. I'm just a nerd and like to buy stuff. 799. Is that it? That's a brand new one. 1,625.
Have some more time.
Yeah, you can have some more time. Just give me a second. 438. So yeah, like right around 500, a little bit under is about what the prices are looking like. Hopefully this doesn't shut my stream out. Give me a second. I'm gonna add some time to my daughter's tablet. Are we still live? Let me know. Alrighty, so $599. So it's not a big difference now with the used prices on the Live versus the Live 2. You want to spend a couple $100 more, get yourself a battery if you need the CV, or not a battery, a speaker if you need the CV, and then volume knob on top. I am having a ghost volume knob syndrome though with this. Like I was trying to turn the volume up here yesterday. Obviously didn't work. Yeah. So I'm just gonna get busy with this a little bit here. Had this chop here. Question for MPC users: how do you rename folders on this new 3.6? Is it somehow different? I don't think you can rename folders. Never been able to do that. Is it a possibility now in 3.6? I don't know. Did you hear that? But yeah, it's actually never been a possibility. The way that I do that is I put everything on an SD card, and if I wanted to rename it, and I would put it into a little reader, plug it into my phone, and do it that way. Ali Star, I do want those new pads, but for real, with all the MPCs I got, in fact, I don't make music that needs knobs. I don't need the thousands in expense. Feel you. Crazy Wabbit, what's good, man? How you doing? Did you get your Live 3 yet? Exactly why I bought my MP. I'm not sure what you were responding to there. Earliest, what's up? I was definitely hating on it when I saw the leaks. I was dead set on not getting it. I bought it last minute with intentions of just returning it, but I am definitely keeping it. It's dope. Yeah, man, that's all I hear is good things, honestly. My prediction, it was going to get roasted for sure, but it didn't get as roasted as much as I thought it would based off of the look, but more people love it, really, from what I hear. Chocolate Boy Swagger, I'm right, we need an MPC one with a battery, for sure. That would be nice. MPC Live in SP404 form would be extremely dope, for sure. Earlier, so I'll be with that. My track count is not much, but my effect count is a lot because I use the effects for momentary effects like an SP44, and also I want to have longer sets, and I'm talking about 3 or 4 subs full of effects. Yeah, does that run the memory out when you do that? Because I still haven't gotten close. But I do some minimal stuff. Probably 8 MIDI tracks, 2 drum programs, and 3 or 4 plugins. So you're really just running out of memory based off the effects on your sub mixes and on all the tracks. Chocolate Boy Swagger, what site? The only 2 sites that I was looking at was Reverb and eBay. eBay was the first one I was looking at. So I had a Live 2 and an MPCX for 500 each near me. Wow, each. So no differentiation on the model, just about 500. My current template MPC Live 2 is at loading at 50% memory and around 33% CPU. And that's just when you bring up the template, huh? I wonder what mine is at right now. Not necessarily the template. So I got, well, right now it's the template, but I got like one program with a chop, and then I got a program with some drums. Then I have just a small bass program, which is one sample, and then I think I have Fabric. Then I've probably got some inserts. I'm at 17% right now, CPU, and then it's 18% memory. So, yeah, pretty good. Okay, so you're waiting on yours on back order. Where did you get yours from, Webbit? All right. TC on. It seems like my TC is not on for some reason. Way off my time. What is this? Like that. I had something else earlier. Let's see. Still getting used to how the undo buttons are. And I don't know if I have it anymore. Sweetwater, and then his Zounds for sure. Back order till December. The only thing bad about the live one is the smaller headphone jack. Yeah, I mean, I guess the only reason I don't like that is because possibility of damage, you know, messing up the headphones, and then even maybe the port probably is a little bit more fragile. But it's pretty convenient for when you're like, when you're portable. And you're just, because I oftentimes when I'm at work, I'm just using in-ear headphones. I mean, there's a solution for that. I've got like the little, you know, the adapter, the larger one that I'd use on the Live 2. World needs a hero. What's good? How are you enjoying your Live 3? And you had the Key 37 or the one prior to that? Are you still using your previous MPC? Let's do something. There is some muscle memory that I kind of lose when I'm not using the Live 2, just because I get used to it, like having the TC button, their undo button. But you get used to it. I actually like the placement of some of the things here more so than I do on the Live 2. Like, I thought one of the awkward things when you're like copying pads, I think this is much better. Shift copy if you want to delete, or just copy and then a pad versus this. But whatever, it's just you can get used to it either way. Let's see what key we're in. G minor it says. Is that correct? G sharp minor. Was it? Or G minor? Any perfect pitch people out there got something to say about my bass line? That didn't work. Check it out now. Does that work or not? Mic check, 1 2 1 2 1 2. You know what I'm saying? Check. Yeah. Check. Yeah, check 1 2 3 4 5 Tyrone Sellers, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Having two MPCs is gonna be awesome for you. Were you gonna MIDI them together? Started with the OnePlus Hero, and no, I haven't touched the OnePlus since acquiring the Live 3. Dang. So what do you think? You gonna hold on to it? Are you more of a sentimental kind of collector type? See, I love all my MPCs and I treat them with care, but I'm not attached to them like specifically. I was thinking about that yesterday. It's like why I don't like keep the first MPC. I don't have the first MPC that I ever bought. I know there's some people out there that do that, but like I've always let it kind of fund itself, you know. If I want something else, then sell the one that I have. Shalom, peace, G Soul. What's up? Already added a blue camo Bape skin to my Live 2. Gonna be updating my pads to thick pads soon. That's what's up. Are you planning on doing it yourself? I haven't built up the courage to try to open up my own myself. Crazy Wabbit, appreciate it. Yeah, so that's kind of the my main thoughts with this is getting this is like exploring, you know, just what you have. Technically, this isn't what I had. I still had gas and went out and got it, but kind of got the Live one to prove a point. So I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing, and that's just writing songs on the MPC and standalone. And I'm waiting. Like if anybody sees anybody who's doing songs on the Live 3 in standalone now, that all that power exists, I want to hear about it. Because I've, you know, to me it was all talk hearing about it. And that's kind of why, like, out of spite, I'm like, yeah, man, well, I've been doing this for a couple years now. I've got like 15 songs. And just from standalone, I don't touch a computer, so I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and figured I'd make a point. I've been kind of been feeling enthusiastic about getting back to making some videos on top of doing these live streams as well. Maybe carving out some time to just do that and bringing back tutorials. I feel a little bit excited about that. I think for me, when it comes to, there's a lot of guys that do, you know, there's the main people who do the MPC videos, like the new ones, and you know they've got relationships with AKAI and all that, and they do the reviews. I've never been like good at that or super interested. Maybe for me, I'm just not built, or my situation where I can sit down and do like a full review of a video. It requires a lot of effort, a lot of time and planning, and I guess I kind of did it with the Key 37, but I've always been more like excited about doing workaround videos, and I've been doing them. You know, that's kind of what I always focus on, kind of one subject when it comes to the MPC, like, and the workaround thing is very interesting to me. So that's why I kind of went this direction, because I like the minimalist thought. I like coming up with ideas that preserve the idea that you can work with what you have. And man, like this thing still as is just, it's super powerful. So yeah, that's where my head's kind of at, you know. I'm gonna probably focus on doing some tutorials, some production techniques, some sampling stuff, workarounds, just getting the best out of using a live one, possibly. So that's part of my thought. But I want to stay balanced, keep writing the songs, keep doing these streams. So yeah, if you guys like this content, man, I really do appreciate the thumbs up. We can keep the gas station going, keep the live stream series going, the conversations, just the chill, the kickbacks, hanging out, talking about whatever. Just set my studio bridge up using it as a mixer. I'm not sure what that means, your studio bridge. I'm not sure what that is. World Needs to Hear. I was thinking about it, but no, I'm gonna get rid of it. I have no use for it, but maybe as a last case scenario backup. Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's how I think, man. Like I said, I just let it. If it's not getting used, then it's got to go. My son bought two. Get me my OnePlus. My son about to get me my OnePlus when he's about to get your OnePlus when your Live 3 arrives. He is happy AF about it, for sure. Heck yeah. That's cool, man. That's cool. Really cool. Yeah. Use what you have. Use what you have. Be grateful and be glad. Use what you have. Use what you have. Don't get. You gotta use what you have, or else you'll feel stuck. You gotta use what you have, or else you'll feel stuck. Build your skills up. What you have. Gotta use what you have. Or else you get stuck. Always thinking that you need something else. Use what you have, or else you get stuck. Always thinking that you need something else. Gotta use what you have, or else you get stuck. Always thinking that you need something else. What you need is some luck. You gotta use what you have, or else you get stuck. Always thinking that you need something else. I don't know. My phone's about to overheat. So I'm about to wrap this one up, man. I appreciate y'all coming in. Tascam Studio Bridge 24-track recording. I'm sending MPCs. Oh, that's some nasty sound, man. Studio Bridge 24-track recording. I'm sending MPCs S2 2400 direct outs into it, so it's full time 24 tracks recording all the time. I gotta look at that. Ooh. Yeah, man, I remember like back when I was using like 1000 and stuff, before these MPCs came out, I was definitely looking at something like that. So that's like a multi-track recorder. When did this one come out? Is that a multi-track recorder or am I tripping? 24-track analog multi-track recorder and USB audio interface. Let's pull it up for all to see before we wrap this up. Tell us about your setup, my guy. Let's see. Yeah, man, I used to look at things quite a bit and never ended up getting anything quite like this. When did this release, though? Is this like something that's newer? I had like a Tascam DP08 or something like that. It was like an 8-track one that I had for a little while, and I really liked that. I would use that to get my tracks out the MPC and then like record some vocals in there. Didn't do much with it too much, but yeah, man, it always intrigued me. Like something like this looks cool. There's not many pictures on that. Tascam model series. So you're just using this, like recording all your different pieces in and like syncing them together and going in and doing like a live recording or what? Oh. So this, what is this, man? Like this doesn't have standard inputs. This is for using with a, I'm kind of ignorant here. Well, you'd have to explain. I don't really get those types of inputs. Is that, what are those called? Looks like those old monitor, PC monitor cables and all that. Yeah, let's see. I'm about to head out here. In mint condition. This MPC is definitely not in mint condition, bro. It's got some blemishes for sure, but it works. All right, Rob Art, appreciate you, man. You too. Year ago, multi-track to analog or USB at the same time. So I send out from this to my master bus for videos. Okay. But always recording. It's a DB connector, a snake that goes to 8 channels. Okay. So it comes with a snake. Keys alive, peace, brother. World Needs to Hear has the Tascam DP32 SD with MIDI and onboard CD burner. Yeah, that's one that I was definitely looking at years ago. I remember that I remember looking at it so much, knowing that the reason why you say it has MIDI on it, because they took the MIDI off on some of those. Like sold them without the MIDI, which I thought was weird because I definitely wanted the MIDI one to be able to sync like my MPC beats. Yeah, the lighting is decent over here, so I've figured out some decent lighting, but you can see some blemishes here and stuff, and here and around the edges and all that. Just kind of normal for something that's getting, hauled around places. Glad you didn't sell your MPC one. Are you talking about the live one or just the one? Hail Mary though, what's good, man? Thanks for dropping in. Gotta buy the cables, $300 all in for 24 ins and 24 outs. Really? You gotta buy the cables? That's crazy. Like what? I mean, how else do you use that thing without the cables? Shouldn't that come stock with it? Porter Studio 788, huh? What does that one look like? Is that a tape one? Porter Studio. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing those. Cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, that was something that I was interested back then because it'd be a little more difficult to do like vocals on the MPC back then. It could be. It was possible, but yeah. Now I'm set. Now I don't need it. Like this is my Porter Studio now, so I'm good. Finally found, like the most ideal workflow for me for what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. You see, I'm running out of steam, kind of tired. It's Friday though, so happy Friday, everyone. And I'll probably be back on Sunday. Probably not tomorrow. But yeah, appreciate y'all kicking it with me once again. All right, Keys. Appreciate it. Alley Star, Hail Mary, Hero, Wabbit, G Soul, Tactical, Earliest, Chocolate Boy Swagger, No Ego, Fletch, Chugito, Still Life, Sim City, once again. I appreciate y'all being here. I'll see you on the next one. Peace in. God bless.